Pisces here. So, I've been getting this question a lot. Now, you guys know I do the clarity classes to build intuition and so on and so forth. But there's a few things that I want to say about, are you ready for growth? Okay. There's a few things that you have to, a few points you have to be at before you know that you're ready or not. Okay. One, if you want to build your intuition, the first thing you have to do, besides everything else that you could possibly do in your life, is drop the bullshit. Like, you literally can't have bullshit or bullshit people around you. Now, if I was somebody who was like on here going crazy, acting up, another thing that really leads me to my second point is ego. You gotta drop the ego. Okay, because if it's your calling to help people, your ego shouldn't be nowhere in the picture. Like, nowhere. Okay. In fact, your ego and you being in shit, stirring up stuff, arguing and fighting with people in your life, you fighting with your mate, you going this, you doing that, like all that shit is something you cannot be involved in if you want to heighten your intuition. That's standard. And I find that in certain situations, when you're dealing with somebody, you're in a relationship with somebody who doesn't agree with what you do, or somebody who's just not in that place, that the relationship will fall apart. Okay, I have been finding that lately with a lot of people, even myself. Sometimes that'll happen to me. You really have to be someone who is sure of themselves. You know what it is, what you're supposed to be doing. You can't pay attention to what everybody else outside of you is doing. Okay? You cannot do that. Because if you're worried about everybody else, that shows, it should be a mirror to you, telling you that I'm worried about somebody else, that I'm not focused on what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. You see what I'm saying? That's another thing that'll slow you down. Okay? You can be intuitive all the day as long, because, I mean, we all human, most of us are, or the ones who pay attention to it. But being worried about other people will bring you straight down. Boop! Straight to the ground. What else do I need to tell y'all? It's not about self. Now, true enough. Okay, this is your vessel. This is your vessel. This is all it is. Okay. Your soul is enclosed in your vessel. What it's done lifetimes ago, I mean, is what it's done, right? But if you're not ready to put yourself out there and be respectable, and like I said, ego is really important. There's a difference between being confident and having an ego issue. An ego issue, you're going to be harping on other people. You're going to be worried about what everybody else is doing. You can't be worried about that. You have to take that shit and you got to throw your ego in the trash can. That's the last thing you need to be worried about, is other people when you're supposed to be building up your intuition. It will knock you straight down. Now, I don't know how many of y'all, took psychology or had a couple classes. You're super id, and let me just stop because I'm a geek. Anyway, let me just go back. Digress. You have to have your mind in another place in order to build your intuition. Your mind is way separate than your intuition. And if you don't have your mind in the right place, you're going to be a fool. Like, you're going to be wilding out. You're going to be looking bad. You're going to be at people. You cannot do that. So let me just, I don't really share stories like online and stuff, but let me just throw something at you. Just a general story. You know what I mean? Because I got Pluto in the first house. Okay, y'all. So this is why I don't like to be telling everybody everything, because it ain't nobody's business. But besides not being nobody's business, it's just I say what's needed to be said when it needs to be said. So that's a sign of maturity, by the way, y'all. So anyway, back to this. If you put your ego in front of the work you're supposed to be doing for someone else, or you're reading. So like what I say, you know, on all my stuff, when it says I don't judge people for what it is they do. I don't judge people for what they do, because I done been in every situation you could probably think of, okay? And so I don't judge people for what they do. I don't judge people for what they like. Now, it's one thing if you're a child molester or you beating old people and I spit on you, okay? And I don't spit on people, but I'm just saying, like, that's how I feel about you, okay? But if you somebody just got regular human issues, I mean, shit, I don't give a damn, okay? So modesty out the window. I don't give a damn about what people do. If somebody cheating, if they a cheater, I don't give a fuck about that shit. If you come to me and you need to talk to me, that's just, you're gonna get answers from me. Okay, that's why I call myself, you know, years ago, why I say the tell-all, because I'm not going to hold nothing back. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. I'm not going to clean it up for you. I'm not going to say something to make you feel better, because I'm not helping you if I'm giving you some bullshit. Okay, love it or leave it. If you don't want to hear it, then you probably should go to somebody who's going to give you some bullshit or feed you some shit and try to clean it up for you. I ain't going to do that. You could ask anybody that ever knew me. I'm not going to clean it up for you to make you feel good, okay? Because I'm not helping you if I'm lying to you. And it's just like impossible for me to clean some shit up. Like, you want to know? Do you really? You know? That's why I say, if you want to know everything, if you still in denial and you still on some extra bullshit, I ain't the one to come to. Straight up. Like, I'm not even going to... Anyway, so... digressing again. Your ego, you have to take that shit, pack it up, and put it in the closet, okay? When you're dealing with people, if you want to raise your intuition and heighten it to the point where, you know, it comes to you just like, I mean, it just comes like, boop, you know? Because people say to me a lot, they're like, hey, how do I get like you? It's a lot of shit you got to do to get there. I mean, besides, you know, a bomb-ass natal chart, you gotta have, it takes a lot of sacrifice in order to build yourself up to the point where it's effortless, and to build yourself up to the point where you don't let other shit bother you, to build yourself up to the point where you see people and you really don't have pity on them, but you just feel sorry for them some ways because you feel like they ain't there yet. You know, so it makes it easier for you. It's much easier for you to deal with somebody if they're on a lower vibration than you, because you understand why it is that they're wigging out or they're tripping or whatever they're going through. You understand it. Now, that could be my Libra moon talking too, but when you understand what somebody is going through and you see people and you read them so easy, it's like, well, I can't even trip because that's where they're at, you know what I mean? You don't talk, like I always say, you don't talk to a 5-year-old about grandma dying and she had cancer and she was bleeding out of her mouth and shit like that. You don't tell the 5-year-old that, you know? That's what the grown people talk about. When you're dealing with somebody on a lower level than you, emotionally or whatever, you talk to them on their level. And sometimes you don't have to talk to them at all, because really you shouldn't let it, you know, get to you. But like, my friends used to laugh at me because if somebody was upset with me, and I know it was like complete envy or something like that, I would just literally look at them like they crazy, like, because I could feel the reason why they were acting like crazy, you know? It's just like, I don't understand it. I don't understand why. But, I mean, I get it because they're lower vibrational, but, you know. So, it takes everybody time to get there. You know, I wouldn't always, you know, calm K either. So, I mean, I know some of y'all watching me and know me and be like, no, I wasn't always calm K either, but I was always rational K. That's for certain. So, alright guys, a lot of people have been asking me that question because of my clarity classes. You go online and I'll send you the link to have the video You get it on the website. But the first of 12 steps to heightening your intuition, because there are 12, honey, and I really got a lot more to say, but I'm gonna just leave it here. But I just had like the 1000th question about it today, so I decided to make a short video excuse me, telling you guys how to start. 1, drop your ego. 2, get any and all people who are unworthy of your time, attention, and love the hell out your business. I mean, really. If you got people coming at you crazy because they crazy, that's their problem and not yours. Okay? You cannot let people bother you. You stay unbothered, okay? I mean, it's okay to tell them how you feel, you know, but to just, when somebody is like going on and on about something, it's their problem, okay? It's not your problem. It's their problem. And they have a big one because they get no more air, you know. They can do it till they suffocate, child. Just let them sink. But, alright, y'all. Well, I think that's it. So, oh, and somebody else asked me to do another Q&A. I haven't done one over a year. So, I guess with my Q&A, you can write questions for me under this video, and I will make a separate Q&A video with the answers. Anyway, so alright, y'all. Okay, Pisces from Pisces.com. Check me out for a tell no holds barred reading. No lies, no lies, no lies. Honey, you want lies? Look in the mirror, because I ain't got none for ya.